Here we go.
Drop it.
There we go. Nice. So we're back with the better head torch. Now, earlier I was testing different setups. Now, the two big amps I've got to test today is this Power Acoustic Gothic Series 600 watt max. This was given to me by a local tow yard for next to nothing. It was kind of a buy the sub, which I'll get to in a minute. Get this amp for free. Now, it's not the best amp. It is Power Acoustic that I believe is a Walmart brand. Should have realized it ahead of time, but hey, buy the amp, or buy the sub, get the amp for free. Works for me. That is always a plus. So, this amp, unlike the other one I mistakenly tried to identify, is a 4-channel amp. So that means there's two sets of RCAs. There is line input, channel 1, 2, 3, and 4, and line output. It's just one. Now, what's nice about one of these setups is if I were to daisy chain, I can daisy chain these amps together to run and test the sub off of it, which is something I may end up doing a little bit later. Now, power's off, setup's off. Let's do this particular little baby here. Actually, I had to snag some screws from another amp because it's kind of, I guess you could say, pretty common practice when it comes to stereos ripped out of old trucks. Ticket, well, you end up missing some screws. They have stuck things in the output. They're usually always maxed on the gain. Bent up, dirty, but you know, this one was free. Just like the Phoenix Gold amp over here was free. That Kenwood down there was free. This Phoenix Gold was free. The AudioVox Rampage was free. This one cost money. But this one here, for all intents and purposes, was free. When it comes to my Gambler 500 cars, Gambler 500 in general, I detest, with every fiber of my being, spending money on stuff. If I can get it for free, that's what I want to do. Now, do I get looked down on for this? If it was in a normal car club, yes. But the Gambler 500 just so happens to be a pretty alright group of guys. You know, everybody's willing to help everybody else out. If I have anything extra laying around, I try my best to give it to somebody. So it's like, are you a gambler in need and do you need some parts? I might have something. I'll give it to you to make sure my boys and girls can stay in the race. As a matter of fact, I have a pretty crappy trailer out back, which I might actually end up working on one of these videos. Building for a gambler. It's a present for the person who really helped me out a lot with this. Getting myself started, hooking me up. I've always loved cars, but this guy really went out of his way to kind of take me under his wing when it came to the Gambler, and it really helped me out. So, yeah, and the goal of the Gambler is actually to, funny enough, clean up trash. That is the new goal for the Gambler. Now, I said earlier, do as I say, not as I do. Don't bend your power cables out of the way like this and then just mash them down. This is not smart. This will be remedied in a later video. I'm actually going to swap all this wiring out too. I have 2 extra amp wiring kits coming out of cars that I'm going to be selling. So, and that is a subject that friends of mine who will sub to this channel said the only way they will ever sub my YouTube channel is if I talk about how I get so many freaking cars for cheap to free that run or need very little work to get running. It's pretty common practice with the BAs here. So first step, check the fuse. Fuse is good. Now, here's wouldn't say the dangerous part, but always. Something I'm going to check is the gain. The first time I hooked up that Phoenix Gold amp, the gain was fully cranked. That wasn't good enough. Oops. Let's try this again. Mind you, right now the power is completely off on this setup. That might actually be tight enough now. So, my problem was I didn't tighten any of this down enough. So this is another amp I know nothing about. This is a amp from a scrapyard, basically. This was a local company that decided he wanted to support the Gambler 500 boy, one of the Oregon boys. Yeah, get her done. Let her eat. Get a hell yeah, brother. That's what we do. So we are going to flatline the gains. Oh, it's not quite small enough. So let's see, I need a baby. Little tiny dinky screwdriver. This is my favorite. Is that big enough for you? What if it's not? Is that small enough for you? What if that one's not small enough? You got a little baby one. Now, what I'm going to do is take this, screw it back together, because I had a Phillips and I lost it because I'm an idiot. Now, let's flatline the gains on both of these before I power them on. Input mode is going to be 2-channel. Crossover, I want it on, I'll just turn it to full for now. Bass boost off. Flatline my filters because they are not used. As long as it's not working. I should say as long as it is working, I shouldn't have any problems. Now, the guy I got it from said, hey, take it off my hands. It was in a car. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, green. Blue light. We're good to go. Now, again, let's flatline my music. I'm not getting any sound. Okay, so channel 2 might be dead. Oh, thank God, okay. I'm just a moron, okay. So that switch is down 4-channel, but boom. Ta-da! Turn down a little bit. Let her eat. Oh, wrong button. Ta-da! So that one works. This actually, depending on how it works, may end up going into another car of mine. So, I own a 1977 FJ55 Land Cruiser, a 2000 Volvo XC70 all-wheel drive. I also own a handful of other rigs. A VW Cabriolet, which, you know, is probably my second favorite, next only to my other awesome Volkswagen. I own two. The other one is a Volkswagen GTI. The GTI is special. My uncle owned it. I saw it 10 years ago, and I told him, hey, if you ever go to sell that, you're selling it to me. And my dad goes, why would you want a Golf? And I said, oh, no, that's not a Golf. That's a Volkswagen GTI. That's an extremely special setup. And he said, nah, it's not. It's just a Volkswagen Golf, blah, 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 blah. You know how old people talk. And it ended up being a really nice car. And he heard about me blowing up another one of my trucks that died in a pretty horrible fashion. The engine blew. And my uncle called me up and said, hey, come get the Volkswagen, pay me whenever. And I said, I can't afford it. He said, I'll give you $500 for it. I'm like, that's not even what the header cost. It's got a full Tektronix exhaust. And he basically said, no, it's fine. He's like, I don't enjoy it as much as you probably will, so come get it. And I've taken it to a couple local car meets and hang out with the boys. It's a car I thoroughly enjoy owning. And didn't realize how bad the clutch was in my other car until I actually drove that one for the first time in a long time, and oh, that clutch in my Volkswagen Cabby is dead. I can say that 100% without a doubt. It's pretty bad. And then we ended up pulling the clutch apart, and yeah, it was toasted beyond repair. It was actually so bad, it shredded all the clutch material off. Now this is always fun, hooking up the power. Now, where the Gothic Power Acoustic Walmart amp came from a literal junkyard, I bought it. Or not a junkyard, sorry, pardon me. It came from a local tow yard. The tow yard actually pulls all of the stereo systems out of the vehicles they tow whenever they become auctioned. The owner picks whatever he wants. In this instance, this amp actually came from a literal junkyard, but they said it worked, and we're going to find out if it did. And I told them if it didn't, I would be an extremely sad lad, and I would be back for my money. So, you know, we don't like sad lads around here. Especially not what this amp can do. So this amp is a little special. Some people may not know, but amps come in a variety of different classes, A, B, and D monoblocks, and then there's this one. This is a 5x4, which is basically an A, or no, the two B channel amplifiers together. Or, no, B channel's 4, yeah, there's one B and one D, so it's a Class D monoblock amp for the sub, and it has 4 speaker outs. So what's really cool about the 4 speaker outs is, in the case of this, if I ever get more boat speakers for my awesome car, or I want to put speakers inside the car, I can do it from this amp. So I could do interior, outside, I could do the left sides, one side, the other. It also has a subwoofer. Now, 225 amp fuses, they are not blown. Cross our fingers. We are going to flatline the gain. This is an amp I'm actually going to test the fronts and the rears and the sub. I actually do have a subwoofer to test. Put the filters right in the middle. Pass-throughs. Okay. Oh no, my GoPro's camera battery's low. We'll make this quick, boys and girls. We have frontline inputs. Ta-da! Now, I don't have enough of these to run them all, so... Oh, don't know anything about this amp. So, main power on. Power LED is right there. Success. Okay. playing a free song. So, kind of tinny, honestly. Ooh, I gotta flatline the gain to make it sound good.